Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Color X Malice along Kageyuki Shiraishi's route. Let's see who's kidnapped us, and let's see if we can find out what Okazaki was doing during that whole incident, because I have a feeling he played some little key part in that somehow. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Echoing footsteps and light shaking. With the sensation of my body floating, I open my eyes. Where am I? Oh, wherever it is, it's all fuzzy. At the very least, this isn't somewhere I know. It's not the hospital or a facility I recognize. It looks like a sewer system. Is someone carrying me?
You're awake. You could have stayed asleep longer.
That voice! My heart beat faster. It can't be. Should I see?
You will be offered to the one. Remain still until that time.
Offered? His cold voice sealed my lips. It's not Shiraishi? But this voice belongs to Shiraishi for sure. There's no way I'd mistake it. I wanted to see his face, but my body felt too heavy to move. I want to know about the incident with Mikuni and where he was up until now, but there's so much I need to know. But I got to meet him again. I felt so happy that it didn't matter that he seemed a bit off. Please, don't disappear ever again. That's what I say. My weak hands held onto his clothes. He did not stop walking. I slowly closed my eyes. How much time had passed? In my hazy consciousness, I eventually felt the sensation of bobbing back and forth come to an end. I was laid down on my side. The warmth I felt moved away. Wait! I opened my eyes and reached out, and in front of me was the person I'd been waiting for. Shiraishi! I'm so glad to see you again. Shiraishi was right in front of me. I feel like tears were welling up in my eyes. Where were you? Everyone's looking for you. When I heard out about the incident with Mikuni, I was so worried. There was a reason you did that, right? Why else would you... He's still not answering. Shiraishi? Shiraishi was silent and expressionless. His eyes see me, but it was like he didn't recognize me. Why? Why won't you say anything?
Because there is no reason for me to pretend to be Kageyuki Shiraishi anymore.
Pretend? What are you talking about?
When exactly do you think those bombs were set up in the building?
Huh? Having that question thrown at me, I tried to think as quickly as I can. The office had security cameras and sensors that detected motion and any living things that approached. Setting up the explosives while remaining a detective would be next to impossible. It could only be before they were in place, or when no one else was there. A bad thought crosses my mind. The security preparations were all set up by Sasazaka and Shiraishi. No, it can't be.
You should have figured it out by now. I set up the explosives. The others have all been dealt with.
I couldn't process what he said and simply stared blankly at him. Dealt with?
These are the plans of Zero, the one who placed that collar around your neck. I sought you out because I'm a member of Adonis.
Adonis? The cruel murderers who had put this collar on me. The same people who were trying to pull me into their organization. The terrorist organization, Adonis. They were the enemy. They were the bringers of fear and pain. And Shiraishi is a member? That's impossible!
If I can make you say that, then my mission is mostly a success. Zero ordered me to become someone that you held dear. Everything I've done was because of that. Just as I was given the order 10 years ago to become Kageyuki Shiraishi, profiler, I now become Kageyuki Shiraishi, whom you love. In order for you to feel that love for Kageyuki Shiraishi, I studied the mechanisms, chemical reactions, and progression of emotions.
Shiraishi, this is another one of your jokes. you're enjoying getting a reaction from me again.
The mission is complete. Any further contact is meaningless.
Should I...
It's no use. That man isn't the Kageyuki Shiraishi you know. He is Adonis's loyal pawn. Isn't that right, number 14?
Oh, isn't number 14 that one of his cats that he said was gone?
Yes, Zero. I have returned to become the foundation of your ideals.
No way! Shiraishi responded to the voice that emanated from the collar. If it was only Shiraishi, he could still be lying. But it was easy to tell that he and Zero obviously knew each other. Is it really true? Everything was all a lie? And this is the truth?
The knowledge that Kageyuki Shiraishi is an Adonis member seems to have rendered you speechless. He has entered your life and become someone that you expressed affection for.
My cheeks started to burn hotter. I'd never expressed my feelings, but Zero already knew that I like Shiraishi.
That is the result I envisioned. Now, let us begin the final ceremony.
Be quiet! I won't do as you say!
Then will you leave him be? The one in front of you is a criminal that murdered your friends and family.
I don't want to believe it. I can't believe it. Even if Shiraishi was with Adonis, I just can't believe that he'd murder Kazuki, Yanagi, and everyone else. Shiraishi stood quietly in front of me without attempting to defend himself. Shiraishi, please say something. Are you being threatened? Are you collared or something too? I knew it didn't sound convincing at all. The person I knew as Shiraishi wouldn't do something like this even if his own life was in danger. He didn't care about himself. But if it was something he was ordered to be, it all seemed to make sense. Could it be that someone you love has been taken hostage? I could throw out these theories. It was all useless. Anyone that Shiraishi would love. Those were the people in the office and me. These questions wouldn't move him. But I couldn't just give up and accept it. Shiraishi!
Oh, there's one last thing I forgot to tell you. Number 14 was never ordered to kill. Everything was done by his own judgment.
I don't believe a word you say.
What Zero said is the truth. Rei Mikuni was removed as a hindrance to Zero, our god. Yanagi, Enomoto, Sasazaka, and Kazuki Hoshino. Those 4 interfered when I took you away, so I killed them. My top priority is to grant Zero's wishes. The deaths of other individuals are small issues.
Small? Are you being serious? Confusion, anger, sadness. Do you really... Was it all... My heart was being torn apart as my voice shook. On the outside, he was the same Shiraishi I knew, but on the inside, he was completely different. He is not Kageyuki Shiraishi.
If he doesn't believe himself to be evil, if you don't stop him here, he will continue to murder. Are you sure you can allow that?
If Shiraishi is a member of Adonis, if he's a murderer, then I can't hesitate, no matter what my reasons are. I can't, but...
This is all I can do right now. I thought I could do mostly anything, but with you, I'm fumbling with everything. It's really not like me, but... I want you to continue smiling. I never want to see you sad. The justice she seeks and Adonis's justice are 2 incompatible things. Forcing her to follow you is wrong.
I felt inexpressible loss and emptiness. These emotions formed a whirlpool within me. But despite that, a part of my mind was calm. I couldn't bring myself to think Shiraishi's evil. I wasn't running from reality. I knew this. But if it was a fact that he has taken part in criminal acts, even if all the days Shiraishi was with me were for his mission, I can't simply think of all the days you encouraged me, laughed with me, scolded me, as things that just never happened. even if they were all just an act. I need you.
Need me?
After we were separated, it hit me hard. I don't want to be apart from you.
You said it was a deal, but what's the benefit for me?
When you're afraid, I'll be with you.
What the hell?
No matter what happens, I'll be by your side. When you need it, I'll support and help you. Those words were not a lie. I made up my mind then that I would not be separated from him. As a police officer, I should turn my firearm on you to stop you, but I can't do that because I found something more important. Shiraishi, what you are to me...
You really think those words can reach number 14? He has been indoctrinated to follow the will of Adonis. Emotional pleas have no effect on him. No matter who, those who commit crimes are evil. If you can just cast away your naivety, you will see there is no other executor left besides you. Prove to me that your way of justice is not all talk. Number 14, the gun.
Shiraishi quietly took a gun from his pocket and held it out. Zero seemed like he was trying to convince me to murder Shiraishi. Shiraishi, why are you being told what to do? Zero is trying to kill you. Without answering me, Shiraishi forced the gun into my hands. Even if that's an order you can't refuse, is this what you really want? What do you want? Where is your will?
Can't you see it's no use? You leave me no choice. Number 14, tell that woman your will.
Upon hearing Zero's words, Shiraishi walked straight up to me. I didn't know what he wanted to do, so I jumped back, but he grabbed my wrist. And... Shiraishi! He held my wrist and guided the gun to his forehead.
Just pull the trigger. This is what Zero wants.
This is your will? If he wishes it, you'll die? Is that how you really think?
Zero is right. You should shoot me.
I want to catch as many criminals as possible so that everyone can live in peace. I held that conviction inside me and dealt with all the incidents up until now. But I don't feel it's right to kill someone because they're a criminal. Shiraishi, you are not Zero's tool.
I pass my time and deal with life as it comes to me. I don't care about the world.
At first, I thought you were just rude, but as we spent time together, I started to understand you better.
You know, it's the first time you smiled like that at me. Yeah, I thought of several possible methods, but... So, this makes you smile,
We had a difference of opinion, but you did try to understand me. All those moments. You're terrible at cooking, but you're kind, and you told me that I can be the way I am. Even while my life was in someone's hands, I felt able to stand and face danger thanks to Shiraishi.
How many times do I have to tell you? That was all an act.
I don't know anyone called number 14. The only name I know you by is Kageyuki Shiraishi. You are someone that I very, very much love. Tears welled up in my eyes. I didn't want to lose him. I didn't care if it was all an act, as long as I had my feelings for Shiraishi. I can't kill you. A tear crawled down my face and fell to the earth. His hand, still holding mine, shook, and his grip weakened.
If you kill me, you'll be seen as Zero's ally, and your collar will be removed, freeing you.
I don't want that freedom. If I have to shoulder this regret, it's pointless. I will only live with my heart as my own.
Why? My life is worthless.
It's not worthless to me. There's nobody that can replace you.
No one.
We made a promise, didn't we? We promised we'd hold a Christmas party together.
and that promise was all a lie. Nothing I ever told you was true.
Shiraishi, it's not Christmas yet. As long as you want it, you can make that lie become true.
No, I don't desire it. Only my mission has any importance.
Shiraishi, you should just do what you really want.
Want? I
might be digging myself a hole here, but I don't think all your words were lies. I think there were many of them that were true. Like when we held hands and went home. Like when we ate together. Even if each and every one thing was small, you truly felt joy, didn't you?
Yes. No matter how many times I denied it, and I tried to forget. My heart moves when I think of you. The time we spent together was comforting.
There's still time. Let's leave here together, Shiraishi.
You...
He was out of the syndicate for 10 years, but I'm surprised you're nearly broke of our brainwashing. That heated exchange wasn't an act. But it's all too late. Number 14, restrain that woman.
His hand tightened on my wrist, and his fingers dug into my skin. At the same time, I could make out someone walking up to the altar where we were.
As you had the potential to become our comrade, I did not want to have to do this. But please, ensure that you do not disappoint me. I'm sure you would rather not die.
You can't threaten me. Your methods of using power to oppress are wrong.
You poor thing. You've been polluted by this world and cannot see it for what it is. Half-hearted measures save no one. In order to make you wake up, it seems that Marionette must be destroyed.
No! What are you saying?
It's not what I initially planned, but... Number 14, pull the trigger yourself.
He loosened his grip and moved his finger toward the trigger. Stop! Shiraishi! He screamed as if he were trying to resist, and he took the gun away from me. Then he pointed the gun at the silhouette and squeezed the trigger.
This way! Hurry!
Pulled by Shiraishi, we quickly ran deeper into the altar. We ran without thinking. We didn't even think to look behind us. Just run. We ran through the maze-like paths and exited into an open area. Shiraishi stopped and turned to me. It was dark, so I can't see his expression. Shiraishi? I called out his name while still worried.
It's all right, Ichika.
Shiraishi!
It seems like I'm more used to being called that now, instead of my old designation, number 14.
His teary smile belonged to the Shiraishi that I knew well. I'm so glad. I couldn't find any more words. In place of those missing words, tears flowed.
Don't cry. It really hurts when I see you cry. But because of you, no, thanks to you, for the first time I was able to defy Zero's orders.
What happened to Zero?
I have no idea, but I need to get you out of here quick.
Huh? We need to get out of here quick. You're coming with me, pal. You better. While looking behind us, Shiraishi whipped out his cell phone and clicked through it.
Zero shouldn't be too familiar with this sector, but he'll know your location because of the collar. If the wound I caused isn't fatal, he'll catch up. But the defense system at the entrance will take him some time to stop. I'll buy us some time, but you need to hide yourself in the meantime.
He says that as he hands me a piece of paper.
This is the map. Once I confirm that it's safe, I'll ring you. Run to the section with the circle.
Wait! Shiraishi, you're running away with me, right?
I can't go with you. You're the only one who will return to the sun.
Is it because you're a criminal?
Yes, I killed Rei Mikuni.
I don't care, I still want to be with you.
But I didn't kill Yanagi and the others. I only kidnapped you in the commotion.
Huh?
But I still committed crimes for my objective. Even if I had to sacrifice everything else, this was something I had to do.
Why did you kill Mikuni? What's your goal here?
To set you free.
Huh?
I wanted to remove your collar and set you free. I want to return you to your daily life. I want you to live your life as a normal girl. That was all.
Shiraishi.
But I won't give up. I finally got to meet Zero in the flesh. I'll kill him to get the cancellation code. If I steal the terminal, it should be possible.
For me? To remove my collar, you pretended to side with Adonis?
What Zero said wasn't the lie. I've always been a member of Adonis. I approached you initially because Zero ordered it. But because of you, the plan went awry.
That means...
We don't have time. If Zero gives me another order, there's no guarantee I can resist. So...
No. He tried to shake me off, but I clutched at him. You hang on to him, Ichika. You have to talk to me. I won't let you go until you tell me.
Don't be so stubborn. We don't have time for this.
You said we'd fight alongside each other, that I'd support you no matter what. I have no intention of breaking that promise. I will fight Zero with you. Even if you're bound by his orders, I'll help you.
No. Zero will kill you without blinking if he has to.
That also means there's a chance he'll kill you too.
I came here prepared to die. For your sake, of course.
Well, I'm prepared to die for you too. Huh?
Zero wanted to test you, to see if you could actually kill me. Once you completed that, you'd become a comrade, and your collar will be removed.
You kidnapped me knowing that?
If you killed me, you'd be a different person. I didn't want that, but there was no other way.
But...
I managed to defy Zero once. If I can counter the voice, we have a chance. So don't worry.
What are you saying? You murdered for me and betrayed Adonis. You tried to make me kill you. Why? If you cared about me that much, why didn't you try to think of a way out so we could live together? Because he was still controlled.
I wanted to. I wanted to be with you. I wanted to live those warm and happy days, like when we were together at my home.
If that's your wish, it can be granted.
Ichika.
You have to atone for the crimes you committed, but what you wish for afterwards is up to you. Let's grant that wish together, Shiraishi.
I'm different than you. I can't live out in the light of the sun.
Shiraishi!
That is true. No matter how you try to hide it, you can only live in the sandbox of this Adonis. Dreaming is futile for you. You shall witness the tragic end of a pawn that has outlived its usefulness.
Shiraishi! Leave him alone. Shiraishi started to groan in pain, and he dropped the gun and crouched down.
Don't worry. The strength has been weakened, so it's not fatal.
The silhouette shrouded in black clothes smiled at Shiraishi's agony.
Doesn't that bring back memories, number 14? At the training facility, this was how we used to educate you.
You are...
Zero. Run away, even if you have to leave me behind.
Run. There's no need for that. She will become a member of Adonis.
She's different. I've observed her. This whole time. Even if she doesn't have the power to save the world, she faces everything head on. It made me dream that maybe I could live a normal life.
It's not a dream. The dreams you wish for can really be granted, Shiraishi. I picked up the gun that he dropped and stood between Shiraishi and the shadow.
Ichika.
Shiraishi, I wanted to tell you something when Christmas came. So, no matter what happens, I will save you. I pointed the gun at Zero and aimed. People will make mistakes sometimes, but they learn and grow from them. I will never go carry your banner, you who kill others because they make a single mistake.
So naive. You can't change the world with that conviction. You cannot eradicate sadness.
Zero took out a machine from his pocket and held it up.
This contains the cancellation code that number 14 was so insistent on finding. We wished for you to live. By defying me, it will cause you to go against number 14's wishes. Don't you think?
And that's you using your slick words to take advantage of people's weaknesses. You oppress the defiant with force, and you uphold your own selfish justice to use people like Shiraishi as tools. To me, you're the truly evil one.
I see.
Gah!
What are you doing, number 14? You are the one who will receive her bullet.
I
won't let him hurt Shiraishi anymore. Alright, the moment of truth to shoot Zero. The bullet I shot pierced Zero's heart. At the same time, I felt a pain in my neck and my vision blurred. I fell to my knees.
Ichika!
He caught me as I fell, and he looked like he was crying.
No, don't die. If you die,
Die. That's right. Zero. The poison. It's all right, Shiraishi. I'll be fine. I wanted to say that, but my lips could only produce incomprehensible utterances.
No, please, wait. It's worthless if I'm the only one alive. I need you. We promised. Christmas. You're the one that suggested it.
That's right. For Shiraishi.
I can't have fun without you. Without you, I can't truly smile. There's also something I need to tell you, so please, open your eyes. Ichika!
March 23rd now. Was there an antidote to the poison?
She still laid unconscious on the bed to this day. Maybe her hand moved. Maybe her mouth moved. I watched over her to make sure I didn't miss even the slightest movement, much lay motionless. What I definitely knew is that she was still breathing. Back then, when she shot Zero through the heart, she was simultaneously injected with the poison. In order to save her in her near-death state, I desperately looked for the antidote. I knew that Zero had it somewhere. When I discovered the antidote while searching Zero's body, I administered it, and felt relief when she regained her pulse.
But never my consciousness, apparently.
Afterwards, I sought help through my acquaintances, and got the help of a doctor I knew in the so-called underworld. I really should have just taken her to a real hospital, but something deep down wouldn't let me. If she was let out into the world, I'd be torn apart from her. I would be arrested as a member of Adonis, and I'd never see her again. And that was my selfish reasoning. Because of that, I imprisoned her here. Though it was all in hindsight. If I'd taken her to an actual hospital, things might not have ended up this way.
Or it might have.
Though she managed to stay alive, she hadn't woken up since. It all started with the announcement. It had been 10 years since I was sent out as a young Adonis agent into the world. Around the time I got used to life outside, I received a rare direct order from Zero saying, "Leave this letter at the detective's office." It was far from the original mission, and it was unknown what purpose this order had. He must have wanted to set me up as the scapegoat, so that he wouldn't be tied to anything when the X-Day incidents were put into action. It didn't matter to me in the least. If I were to be caught in his place and receive the death penalty, it wasn't a difficult mission. But ever since I met her, the gears of war began to turn out of sync. I was not informed of the collar, and at first, I simply had an interest in her. If she hadn't made contact with me, nothing else would have happened. I'd publicly be investigating the X-Day incidents with her and soon after, I received an order from Zero.
Become someone precious to her, and want to test her convictions when she finds out her loved one is a criminal. When she is betrayed and harbors hatred, I want to see if she can pull the trigger. That is the test I want to give her.
That is what he said. Well, I thought it was going well in the beginning. But little by little, she started to work her way into my own heart. Before I knew it, I started to feel that she was more special than my mission or Zero's orders. I didn't want to let go of this happiness. I wanted to protect her. I decided to sacrifice everything to remove the collar from her. Only Zero knows how to safely remove that collar from her. I was told that by Rei Mikuni, an executive of Adonis and Zero's loyal subordinate, so I decided to try to gain Zero's trust. There were only a select few people who knew what Zero looks like. Unless I was able to meet Zero in person, it'd be impossible to remove her collar. I took advantage of a past internal rift in the leadership between Zero and Mikuni and tried to instigate Mikuni to take down Zero's supporters. And on the other hand, I showed that I had no intention of resisting Zero. By murdering Mikuni with my own hands, I would be lying if I said I didn't feel guilty. To me, Rei Mikuni was someone I knew for quite a long time, someone I could call a friend. I wouldn't have felt anything were it someone else.
Oh, he did that for me.
Even so, this was the only course I had to take. There was nothing else left in the world that I held dear. Zero accepted me just as I had planned, and Adonis entrusted me to kidnap her and bring her here to Zero. All the preparations were complete. If I could meet Zero face to face, I could kill him and get the cancellation code for the collar. Even if that wasn't possible, Zero would try to get her to kill me. If she did, Zero would accept her as a comrade and remove her collar. I didn't know if that was really the right method or not, but I wanted to give her back her freedom. I wanted to do something for her. Even if it was nothing but self-satisfaction, I didn't want to lose her. Yet, when everything shook out in the end, she ended up lying here in a coma. The collar had been removed from her, and all the scars had healed. As long as she showed me she was fine again, even for a moment, I want for nothing more. After sending her back to the outside world, I'll atone for my crimes. I want to hear your voice and see you smile. With each passing day, I called to her and fell into despair when she gave me no response. She used to move about restlessly, but now she just lay there motionless. Her eyes did not see me anymore. She lay there like a mannequin as I repeated my one wish over and over again. As long as she will wake up, I don't want anything else. So please, save her. Either God or the devil, someone please help. Please. Help. I grasped at straws and wished for it again today. And, in that moment, out of the corner of my eye, I saw her hand move.
Oh? My body was weighted down like I was underwater. It may have felt easier to stay still, but I didn't know why. A part of me told me to hurry and wake up. Is waiting for you. Guided by that voice, that inkling, I slowly opened my eyes. The first thing that I could make out was a man crying.
Ichika? Are you awake? Really? This isn't a dream, right?
Please don't tell me I have amnesia. Huh?
I'm so glad. Oh, how are you feeling? Are you hurt anywhere?
God damn it. Who are you? Ugh. I hate amnesia so much. not the game. I hate it as a story plot device.
Huh?
The man's face froze. I must have said something I shouldn't. I'm sorry. I don't remember anything.
Anything? No. Then, what about me?
Yes. I'm having trouble moving my body. What's happened to me? Even if I have amnesia right now, that doesn't mean my memories won't come back. Don't freak out yet.
Well...
Were you close with me? He started to say something, but stopped. After a while, he simply nodded.
That's right. Although you may have already forgotten.
Huh? Oh, it's such a pretty picture.
I'm your doctor. After hesitating for a while, those were the words I decided to say. I'm sorry, we haven't been formally introduced. I'm Kageyuki Shiraishi. Nice to meet you, Ichika Hoshino. She became anxious after I said that.
Is that my name? Wow, she really remembers nothing at all.
Yes, Sleeping Beauty. I was waiting for you to wake up. Don't worry. I'll get your body and memories back to normal. I'll take full responsibility for it.
Hey, he's not wearing his cat ears or his tie pin. Yes, please.
She bowed to me awkwardly, and it made me want to scream in pain.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
But I suppressed that urge and tried to smile. I'm good at erasing my emotions to smile. So, I'll be fine. This pain is still bearable.
Just stay with me, even if I don't have the memories.
I didn't know if it was an after effect of the poison, or if she'd put a lid on her memories. But Ichika ended up in this condition because of me.
So you're obligated to stay with me forever.
I'll bring you back to your true self. I won't rest until I can do that.
That's right.
So until then, please, let me be by your side.
That's right, you better stay by my side after that. You're obligated. They had me seriously doubting with that ending for a long time. I truly fear to see what his blighted love ending is, because that's what it says, blighted love, I guess, when we missed that shot instead of making it. So I'll do that in the next episode and read his extra. I never knew other endings had names before. I wonder if that's just his route because it's different. Because he's a member of Adonis. But it's kind of weird. I mean, I told you I suspected either him and / or K were Adonis members. Just because, they had that feel. But, to have it actually totally pan out so easily for me was a surprise in a way. I wonder if the doctor is coming. There were wildflowers decorating the room because he said the room was too plain. I looked at those flowers and waited for him to come back from outside. It had been a year since the day I first met the doctor. When I just woke up, I couldn't remember anything and my body wouldn't move. I was so afraid. But he helped with my rehabilitation every day. Thanks to him, I can move normally now. As long as I can regain my memories. The doctor told me the turn of events that led to my memory loss as we continued my rehab. There was a terrorist group called Adonis in Shinjuku that performed monthly murders that were dubbed the X-Day incidents. I was a police officer that had a poisonous collar placed on my neck by Adonis. I found out the truth of the X-Day incidents and made contact with the person who collared me. I shot my gun trying to stop them, and he tried to kill me with the poison in the collar. I managed to survive the ordeal, but the poison paralyzed me and also caused me to lose all my memories. So I told her most of the truth. I still can't believe that I shot a gun at someone with these hands.
Ichika, mind if I come in?
Oh. I used my fingers to comb my hair to make sure I didn't look unkempt. I should be fine, right? Okay. I think I have a crush on him already, don't I? Well, not already. Apparently it's been a year. That's a good amount of time. Yes, come in.
I'm home.
Welcome back. Hey, honey. This exchange happened like clockwork ever since I started living with the doctor. But each time it did, the doctor looked sad, as if he was about to burst into tears. Oh.
Well, for today.
The doctor stopped there and bit his lip. Doctor?
Oh, sorry. You are currently able to walk without my assistance. So, how about we go outside together? I prepared a coat for you.
After saying that, he extended his hand and gave me a paper bag. Oh, that's right. Today is that day. I took the paper bag and the doctor smiled.
Once you're ready, call to me. I'll be waiting for you outside.
What is that day? The doctor left the room without turning back to look. After some time had passed since I woke up, I realized that this place isn't normal. The room had no windows, and I'd never seen anyone aside from the doctor. Maybe what he told me was all lies, and I'd ended up in some weird situation. There was a time when I doubted him, but he helped me regain the use of my limbs, and he seemed worried every time he called me. I simply chose to believe him. Sometimes he would venture outside when I fell asleep. The doctor was getting all the things I needed for daily life from somewhere. I sometimes heard him talking to someone on the phone. I wondered who he was talking to and what he was talking about, so I eavesdropped once.
No, her memory still isn't, but she can move much better now. No, it's all my fault. I want to be by her side at least until she recovers enough to live her daily life. Thank you, Yanagi. I'm only able to do this thanks to you and everyone else. I know. When that time comes, I will entrust her to you.
Oh. I knew that this life was limited, and that I'd be separated from the doctor at some point. Ever since I heard that conversation, I feared when that time would come. Don't let him do it! My heart would beat faster when our hands touched. I got happy when he calls my name. Those emotions felt familiar to me, but I can't clearly remember them. Just a little more. I feel that I can remember everything with just one more good push. I removed the coat from the paper bag that the doctor gave me and put it on. I wore the shoes that had been placed by my bed ever since I could start moving again. This room was never locked. It seemed as if I was allowed to leave freely any time I wanted to. But despite that, I willingly decided to stay here. Doctor, I'm ready. I call out, expecting him to be waiting outside the door, and he quietly opened up.
Okay, shall we go?
Yes. And so I bid farewell to the room I spent the last year in. We walked along the dark path and headed to the surface. The bright sun blinded me.
Are you okay? Want to rest a little?
I'm fine. Where are we going?
Well, it's a surprise. Come on, you can walk slowly.
Yes. Being in such an enclosed space for so long, everything seems so new to me.
Do you remember this?
No, it's a lively place, isn't it?
Ever since Adonis was defeated, Shinjuku has returned to normal. Children now play at the parks after school, and people go out at night again. People live freely without fearing for their lives. And this is all thanks to you risking your life to fight against them.
I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think I could have fought them all by myself. I think there was probably someone who supported me. Or several someones.
Huh?
Did I say something strange?
No. I realize that you haven't changed at all. Even after losing your memories, you're still you. You always put yourself second and care about others first.
Doctor?
Nothing. Let's go.
You better not be dropping me off somewhere and leaving me. We head through a busy street and stopped at a building.
We're here.
I looked up at the rundown building with a shuttered first floor. It was covered in graffiti. This is our destination?
Yes, the 5th floor of this building is where many people are waiting for your return.
Many? I looked at the tenant list and only see the words detective office on the 5th floor. Huh? That seemed familiar to me, so I stared hard at the placard.
Oh, that's just a name. Don't worry about it. Anyway, come on up or I'll leave you behind.
I looked up at the doctor as he climbed the steps. It's coming back. Oh. I kind of felt like this has happened before, but it must be my imagination.
What's wrong? If it's tough going up the stairs, I'll help.
No, I'm fine. Just grab onto him and don't let go. Don't let him run away. I start to feel some déjà vu, but I continue to follow the doctor. And then... Huh?
Hoshino, it's been a while. Didn't you say you'd fire the party poppers when the stupid cat arrived? Well, to Hoshino, it's the first time we met, right? I wanted to be proper this time. Stupid. Even if you care about that, we don't see you any differently. You look stupid no matter what. Huh? I look stupid? That's the last thing a seaweed head like you should be saying. Stop it, you two. You're confusing Hoshino.
The person who stopped the fight looks at me with an apologetic expression.
Sorry for them being so restless.
Not at all. Who are you?
The 3 people here are friends who investigated the X-Day incidents with you.
Friends?
Yes, and this one here.
My brother.
He's your little brother.
Huh? From the looks of it, you really don't remember anything. I'm sorry, It's fine as long as you're okay. That's all.
He's Kazuki Hoshino. Let me introduce everyone else while I'm at it. That quiet one with the black hair is Eiji Yanagi. The juvenile one with the eye patch is Mineo Enomoto. And Seaweed Head is Takeru Sasasuka. He's now just officially Seaweed Head. Hey, Shiraishi, isn't my introduction kind of mean? I think I described your features pretty accurately. I can only sense malice from that. Listen to me, you stupid cat. Don't ever put me on the same level as Eye Patch Man here.
Stupid cat?
Oh, Sasasuka always calls you something like that. It's like a nickname. Don't think too much about it. So, Yanagi, did you get that ready? Yes, it's been a year, but I did promise to help. Thank you. Then let's enjoy Yanagi's home cooking later. First, let's all help decorate the tree now.
Tree?
Yes, today's Christmas. Come here.
The doctor took me to the tree and then turned to me again.
Here, hold out your hand.
Sure. He handed me a white cat ornament. Oh. Yep, just like that time. What was that? Back then. I was so happy, I couldn't help but smile. The doctor was surprised when he saw me do that. I felt like that was something that happened in the past, but I can't remember why I smiled.
What's the matter?
I think this happened in the past.
Huh? Did you remember something?
Oh, it's just a feeling, but I don't remember any of the details.
I see. If a party does somehow remember, that would be great.
So, did something like this happen before?
Yes. I made you mad often, but that time you were calling, you smiled for me. It made me uneasy because I didn't understand why you would smile then. I just didn't understand my own feelings. I was happy to see you smile.
The doctor spoke like it was a precious memory. Seeing him that way hurt. Wait, what was I to the doctor? I always wanted to ask, but was afraid to. It almost came out, but darn it, ask.
I'm glad to have spent Christmas with you like this. I finally fulfilled the promise.
When I saw the doctor's face from the side, I became speechless. Why does it hurt so much? I have feelings for the doctor. I couldn't put a name on the emotions that were erupting from within me. After decorating the tree, we dined on Yanagi's home-cooked meal. But Enomoto stole Sasasuke's cake, so they started fighting again. Never a dull moment. Kazuki ignored everyone and ate his own cake, while Yanagi gave his cake to Sasasuke. Yep, always the father. This feels familiar. Is this muscle memory or habit? The comfortable feeling in this space is...
Hey, do you have a minute?
Oh, sure. I wondered if something was wrong and went to the doctor, who handed me my coat.
Well, there's something I want to show you. Follow me.
Yes. I wore the coat and obediently followed the doctor outside. We went up the stairs to the roof and saw the sun about to set. Oh, again. I was so close to remembering, but it always dissipated at the last moment. That felt so frustrating.
I never felt any sort of emotion before when I looked at the sunset. But with you by my side, I don't mind it so much.
It's so weird to see him without his cat stuff. Doctor.
So many things have happened this year, but being able to spend it with you... Warmth, kindness, happiness, you gave me and taught me countless important things. I know I don't deserve it, but the life with you, it was fun.
You're speaking in past tense.
Yeah, I decided that I could only be with you until your health recovered.
I can't see you anymore?
Unfortunately, I'm not supposed to be by your side.
Let me decide that, damn it!
I had many chances to tell you, but I've been putting it off until today. Also, you never asked. But when the time came, I knew that I would have to tell you. Now is that time.
Why now?
Ichika, I murdered someone. That's not all. I've committed many crimes as a member of the terrorist organization Adonis. I've told you everything about Adonis, right? We've caused so much suffering to others.
Because he treated me, I figured he was involved in some way. But once I heard it directly from him, I just couldn't hide my shock.
In truth, I should be someone that you despise, but...
Doctor?
I really wanted to make this a clean break, but I can't. My mind is a mess. It hurts.
His face crumpled in pain, and he turned away from me.
I thought I knew how to not take things personally, but with you I just can't. Huh? What is this? Oh, that's right. These are... tears.
I saw his backside shaking, and I just couldn't bear it anymore. I don't want to be separated from you. Since I didn't wake up until today, I didn't just blindly believe in everything you said. I wanted to believe those things you said, because it was you.
Well, that part of you never changes. Your words continue to move me.
He wiped the side of his face and smiled gently.
I love you. If possible, I want to be with you.
Then let's be together.
I can't. I must atone for my crimes. Yanagi and your brother will care for you now. There's nothing to worry about. No matter where I go, my wish will not change. I wish that you will always be yourself.
But I wish to be with you. Can't you...
I wish that you will always be yourself. Don't forget that. Bye-bye, Ichika. I'm truly glad to have met you.
Grab him! He turned his back to me and walks away. In the next moment, Why are you always so self-centered?
Huh?
You drag me around and then just bottle everything up inside yourself, Shiraishi.
Huh?
It's not over. I told you that I had something to tell you at Christmas.
Did your memory...
I walked up to him as he wore a shocked expression on his face. It was all so strange. My memory is gone, and I didn't even know if the doctor was telling me the truth. But I felt like I could trust you.
Ichika,
Every time you called my name like that, my heart leapt with joy. There was something I needed to tell you, but I didn't know what that is. Even so, I can finally tell you. You say horrible things that push people's buttons. You don't care about how I feel. But little by little, you tried to understand my feelings. There was no sacrifice that you spared in order to protect me. Even after I lost my memories, you supported me. You're someone more precious than anyone else. I love you, Shiraishi. I love you. You're special to me. If you will atone for your crimes, then I'll wait. I'll wait as many years as it takes.
No, but...
No buts. With these feelings that I have for you, waiting won't be a burden for me. I will wait as long as it takes, so please come back to me. He gazed at me, then he exhaled lightly.
That's exactly the kind of person you are.
That's right.
Seems like I'll have to cave in here.
Are you annoyed?
No, I'm happy.
Shiraishi smiled, and he mumbled that response. I think I finally saw him truly smile.
I love you too. I love you. I cherish you. You're special to me. So...
He held me close, and our lips touched.
Wait for me. I'll come back to you.
The one who once tried to completely let go is now so close to me.
You are where I'll return.
Shiraishi. I didn't want him to go away, so I clutched his coat tightly.
It's a promise, then.
Yes. As if in response to my feelings for him, his arms tightened around my waist. Without any space left to breathe, I'm filled with Shiraishi's breath. Our feelings finally came together. In the setting sun, we expressed the feelings we'd held for each other for a year. We crossed over the borders of our worlds and lived under the same sky. We shared our warmth with each other by kissing over and over again. Oh, I'm so happy. I love that ending. And we learned so much. I mean, we still don't know the whole story, but I'm very happy with what we learned in that. And, I'm definitely doing Okazaki next. I'm so tempted to gloss over the two and go straight for Yanagi, but no, I'll do Okazaki first. Because I think we'll learn some really interesting stuff with him too. And like I said, I kind of suspect, I mean, it's probably a false alarm in my head about him, since Shiraishi was the one who ended up being a member of Adonis, but I still had that suspicion about Kei, you know? Can't wait to see exactly what his secrets are. Well, that ended up being a super long video because I just couldn't find myself breaking that up. And I had to actually sit down and write some final thoughts about Shiraishi to be able to say something meaningful and coherent, because I am terrible at trying to think of things on the spot. I believe so far in my Otome reading history, Shiraishi ties with Saint Germain as my favorite route story character. I think because, you know, I spent 10 years of my childhood being bullied, so what tugs at my heartstrings the most are characters that have suffered a lot because I guess I relate to them a lot, particularly psychological suffering. The more extreme the situations that they're in and the more they sacrifice themselves to protect me, the more it just tears at my heart and makes me want to jump in front of the guy and take a bullet for him and siphon off all his misery and pain to heal him and comfort him and protect him, make him happy and whole again or something. For me, those are the strongest feelings that these games and stories invoke in me, that cause me to dwell on them and fantasize or agonize over them for days or weeks to come, or years. I'll never forget Saint Germain. Just remembering these beautiful and heartrending scenes. It's that contrast, you know, it's like, it is actually kind of like no pain, no gain. It's like, the harder the relationship is, the more rewarding the good parts are too. Oh, and you know, please don't post spoiler stuff that hasn't come up yet in the comments, but some of you amateur mystery readers or writers out there may have picked up on the same thing I did about a certain person in this game that is rather close to us, practically being a sure thing to be a higher up in Adonis. If you've ever read maybe like 5 of these type of stories, you should have figured it out by now. Yeah, the first time when I was doing the translation videos with Yaramuni, I was like, the very first video was like, that guy. I'm 80% certain he's one of them. And by the end of Mineo's route, I was like, oh, 95% certain. And now after Shiraishi, I'm like 99.9% certain. I personally think it was just really super obvious, especially if you keep track of the major events and characters throughout all the routes, where everybody is at different times and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. I love the games where you can actually figure out things by paying attention, you know? But yeah, unfortunately, that person probably won't be revealed until Yanagi's route, so I won't be able to talk about it till then. I really hate that. Why do they have to lock routes? I want to get the major thing done so I don't have to do the trickle-down thing, because like I said, I don't have time to read a game twice. And I don't have time to make a video to sit down and go back over things again. I mean, I can mentally do it by myself, but it's just not as much fun by yourself, you know? Yeah, I don't like nipping around the edge of the story. I like to start at the beginning. I like to start at the top. I don't like to nip around the edges and then work your way into the middle. I hate reading the stories and then feeling like, but I feel so unfulfilled. Yeah, that's basically my thing about it, because when they do that, it makes me feel unfulfilled with the character stories because they do that. That's my problem with it. Oh, the next episode, that's right. I have to do the bad ending, and I'll do as extra. So I hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.